Oklahoma City. Even with less than 48 hours between the conclusion of Game 7 of Round 1 and the opening tip of Round 2, the Clippers were breathing fresh air again. Gone was the bitterness of their series against Golden State. Gone was the turmoil that followed them for a week from LA to Oakland and back. And gone was any disbelief or distrust. The newly dialed-in Clippers buried the Oklahoma City, 122-105, in Game 1 of their Western Conference semi-final series on Monday. It was arguably one of their finest first halves of the season, including a 78-point performance against the Rockets in November. The Clippers, facing the league's third-best field goal defense, rocked the Thunder by making 26 of their 46 first-half shots, including going 9 for 16 from three-point range. They finished 15 for 29, 51.7% from distance, setting a new franchise postseason record for makes. Chris Paul was the masterful artist, using both brush and blade to canvas Chesapeake Energy Arena with his vision. He had 32 points and 10 assists, including making his first 8 three-pointers, setting a new career high and franchise postseason record in the process. He went 12 for 14 from the field and 8 for 9 from distance and sat out the entire fourth quarter. Blake Griffin, in his first playoff game in his home state, scored 23 points with 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Matt Barnes had 10 points. Jamal Crawford scored 17 off the bench, leading a reserve unit that outscored Oklahoma City, 24 through 3 quarters before Griffin, Paul and DeAndre Jordan were pinned to bench with a 26-point cushion. But for all of the long-distance fireworks from the Clippers, it was their defensive effort that helped quiet the Thunder. They held Oklahoma City's high-power defense to 45.9% shooting, forced 18 turnovers, 23 points off, and put together an extended 44-19 run after trailing by 6 points midway through the first quarter. Kevin Durant had 25 points, but needed 19 shots to do it. The Clippers made things difficult enough for the league's top scorer and likely MVP. It was the goal along. Don't try to stop Durant, just make him uncomfortable. Russell Westbrook had a team-high 29 points for Oklahoma City. As long as we play good defense and make it a tough shot for them, Westbrook and Durant, said DeAndre Jordan, who has 7 points and 5 rebounds in 28 minutes. They did that to the Thunder's stars and allowed little else from the rest of the roster. Serge Ibaka was their third leading scorer with 12 points. The Clippers, on the other hand, had 5 players in double figures. They led by as many as 29 points and never trailed after Paul's second three-pointer of the night gave them a 21-18 advantage. By the time the buzzer sounded, and Paul was on the bench, the same snarl on his lip that existed when the game was close, it was clear that getting a fresh start was not all the Clippers had in mind. Game 2 was 48 hours away. It was time to get greedy. Notes: the Clippers are 2-2 on the road this postseason. The Clippers have made 10 or more three-pointers in 5 of their 8 postseason games. Ibaka was assessed a technical foul in the third quarter for kicking Griffin. Durant was called for a technical foul in the fourth quarter as he left the game with 10:40 to go and the Thunder down by 25. All 13 Clippers played and 11 made at least one field goal.